Yo, guys, girls, goblins, welcome back to Controls and Katanas, mate. It's me, Ian, aka Relic, and your boy Martin, aka Marty O'Cool. Back with another banger, mate. Anime fueled. Got a little Final Fantasy at the end. We've got a bit of DCU fan casting a little bit later on. So get your feet up, get your tea, get your coffee, or just keep your eyes on the road, whatever you're doing. Make sure you're ready for an eargasm, because we're here. We're here. What we're saying, Martin? How you doing, mate? You're all good.
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. All good. Ready for another podcast. Friday tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. Weekends are here, so we'll be watching more anime for next week's podcast, won't we? But yeah,
We're
I'm ready
grinding.
for it.
Grinding, mate. Off
I'm
one
actually going
grind
to
onto
see.
the other grind.
I'm actually going to see Naked Gun tomorrow.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's all right. To be fair, it's getting good reviews. So
you have to chat about it next week, innit?
yeah,
Yeah, it looks
right.
good.
Let's do some anime, mate. Let's get some anime.
Looks
Summer
good.
season's here.
Summer season's here, mate. It's deep. It's deep. We've got some bangers as well, mate. We've got some bangers. So Gachiakuta, we're going to kick it off with that because we missed it last week. The absolute rudeness of the Japanese political parties, mate, have allowed this to not be aired for whatever reason. I don't know. But
At least send us a letter, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to get it, mate. I'm on the government website right now, Japan government website, mate. Signing petitions. Signing petitions about it. I want my time back. But this one was a bit of a slower episode. But mate, there's a doctor at the start. The doctor was so funny. His eyes just dead wide, shouting at Rudo. Even calls him a bum nugget as well, like Turbo Granny and Dandadan style. Proper made me laugh. But yeah, this one's more of a sit back and just learn about stuff, isn't it? Like, we get a little bit more of engineer. We're learning about a new character, but most importantly, we learn about the world, don't we, down here? Like the city, and there's people just living their lives, isn't there? Like just going day to day. They've got like little cafes, they've got shops, stores, doctors, they've got all sorts there. So yeah, it's not a bad episode, to be fair.
Yeah, this surprises Rudo, isn't it? It literally surprised me when I saw it. I was like, what's going on? Whole city, everyone's living their life, people having beers with friends and stuff. But yeah, like I say, Engine does it tells Rudo a bit more about the world. He speaks about these emotions and anima, which are down in the pit that build up, and then anima converts to energy, which can lead to some consequences, which are like the trash monsters. But also, that anima can be put into weapons as well to fight the trash beasts. We've got Rudo's gloves, Engine's umbrella, and these are classified as like these valuable instruments. And but we found out later on that Rudo can literally grab any item, like we did in the other episode, grab any item, and then he put this power into it and make it a valuable instrument. So decent character, to be fair, Rudo.
Apart from the fact that when Engine gives him some money, a cat steals it straight away.
That bit, I've got to mention that bit. So Engine's been really nice to him, and like he gives Rudo some money and stuff. And when he's walking off, like Rudo's, oh, thanks so much, mate. Engine's like, oh, don't worry about it. I sold all your clothes, and that covered like the doctor's fee and like the dinner that you just eaten and stuff. It's like, get back here, I'm gonna kick your ass. It's so funny, to be fair. Shout the blue.
So, yeah, I just sold your Spherite clothes, didn't I, mate? Authentic.
Yeah.
Proper
it's still really nice, but he's just literally done him over.
But basically, when he's chasing this cat, he sees this like stick up against the wall, and he grabs this stick, pins the cat down, and basically we get introduced to this guy called a new guy called Zoku. I think his name was Zoku in the alleyway. And Rudo, as I say, takes his staff, but the animation of him turning blue. Like, he gets his staff back off Rudo, doesn't he? Mate, the animation of him turning blue and then the staff changing was so sick, mate. So sick. I thought, mate, this is another like sick character being introduced. But Rudo trying to smile, mate. He's a joker, he is, mate. Killed me, that dude. The way they drew him was outrageous, wasn't it?
Yeah, because he's trying to, like, so Rudo's trying to develop as a character since the death of his, like, father figure, which was Regto, wasn't it? Regto, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
So Regto, he has all these lessons coming back to his mind of what Regto taught him, and one of them is like to be nice to people when situations get out of hand, try and defuse them. And the smile, it looked awful, mate, didn't it? It failed so badly. It failed so badly that Xanta's like, you taking the
Are you all
you
right,
taking
mate?
the mickey at me or what? Like, you know. Yeah, but it was funny.
Yeah, it was good.
What comes after that, though? Bit of poo, innit? Bit of
So
poo
he
flies
gets a
around,
bit
innit?
vexed, mate. He gets a bit vexed, doesn't he? And when they start like fighting, so this he gets introduced, shows him his pound. He's like, "What's yours?" He's like, "Oh, I think it's my gloves." And he grabs this, it's just something out of like a skip, doesn't he? And
Yeah.
he starts fighting with it, and then
But it's
all of a
already glowing,
sudden,
isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah, it's already glowing, so you don't know what
something
it is.
hits him in the face, and he's like, "Ah." And he starts kicking off, and it turns out he's a toilet plunger. And Rudo's just flicking shit everywhere, like blitzing loads of turd all over his face and everything. But it's the part where he's chasing him, and you get that like Scooby Doo style chase scene. Even the cat's running away from him. It's a proper joke. But then
But we
it's.
find out,
Go
you
on.
know, I was just going to say that we find out that Zanka has been sent by Engine to kind of like mentor Rudo, but he's literally just, he's getting all this crap all over him, man.
He's getting turd all over his head, mate.
And that bit where it's that bit where it goes slow motion and that Rudo like jumps in the air and he turns around like it's like Scooby Doo. It's like something out of a cartoon, and then he just hits it. He just obliterates him with all this crap all over him.
Yeah,
So funny.
it's the part as well where Engine picks them up in the car and he's just creasing the entire time, proper laughing his head off at him. And then like you get that part where it's like Rudo, you can hear what he's thinking about, and he's like, "Oh my god, I thought I looked really cool. Like I thought I was so sick." It turns out you're a shitty plunger.
What I liked about the scene as well, like all this stuff's kicking off, and the music is like really funny because it's like really sad music. So you feel the emotions of the Xanta when it's just been covered in a load of someone's crap.
Oh,
Yes, funny.
excrement all over him.
Traumatizing for that bloke.
But yeah, I did like this because we've had a couple of quite serious episodes, haven't we? And like,
Mm.
it's nice to be introduced and to see that there's like some quite comedic sort of like
Yeah.
moments in it.
And that's what I love about Kaiju debate and stuff. Like
Oh yeah,
you'll have these bits where it's like serious stuff, and then you'll have all this like comedy and stuff into it.
yeah.
Very
There's
funny.
quite a lot of
Very
stuff like
funny.
Sakamoto days, Dandadan. A lot of stuff we're
Sakamoto, yeah.
watching. A lot of stuff we're watching is like got these really like almost quite serious moments, and then just some like proper bants as well.
And like we keep saying, mate, we're eating well. We're eating well anime wise. Me and Ian was discussing before the podcast. I've been telling him I've been adding loads of stuff to my country roll. Probably stuff I'll never ever watch or get around to watching. I'll probably die before it happens, but there's too much anime to watch. Too many good stuff. But what do you want to talk about next? What should we?
Let's go Lord of
What should
Mysteries,
we
mate. The
discuss?
longest thing we've got, and the only thing we're watching that isn't in English at the moment.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Apart from solo camping for two, which we aren't going to talk about this week, but six.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. And Grant suggesting that, mate. Very, very, very good suggestion. Quality, mate.
Well, we're talking
just
about Lord of
like-
Mysteries, episode 6.
Best episode so far, I think.
Oh,
So,
easy, mate. Mainly because of that fight at the start with the Wraith was so sick, mate. And the
it's just like
just the setting just added like so much to like the airy environment and like world around it with that castle and everything like that. It was so cool, mate. The animation was fantastic as well as always. But the part where he does like the divination or whatever it's called, and he touches that like gold liquid and it sets fire to his skin and like his face comes off and stuff. That was, mate, I was like, that looks like insane. That does. Like fair play. Like they've done such a good job of that.
Yeah, it was a really good episode and like really good like story part of the characters, which is it's Klein's history teacher, which is Mr. Isaac, I think his name was. But yeah, great episode. So basically, his teacher, Mr. Isaac, has this.
Oh, as
It starts
isn't it?
as Isaac, is it? Yeah, he's like drawing his picture on the wall in blood at the start of the episode. He's possibly in like a dream state, like a sleep state. And the next minute, we flip to this mission that the Nighthawks are on. They're on this mission at Lamud town, this like ruined castle, to track down a wraith. And one of Klein's sister's friends Elizabeth tells Klein about she's been having this like weird ass scary nightmares ever since returning from this Lamood town. So obviously, big Captain Dunn, he knows there's a wraith knocking about, so he grabs a sealed artifact, which is a sun sacred emblem, which wards off evil spirits. And obviously, this icon can like, if a wraith's in like the radius of the artifact within like 1 minute, it'll be automatically cleansed, and that's what happens. They actually have this like big sick fight scene with a wraith. Again, great animation, pleasing to the eyes. And then when the wraith's been done in, the team discovered that this wraith is like really old and ancient, but recently it's been reawoken. So or awoken recently. Then they find this picture of a dude that resembles his teacher, doesn't they? But yeah, then we have this sick scene where he goes into he tries to discover more about the artifact, and he comes face to face with like a sun deity, doesn't he? And it literally like murks him off. But he's in this like the dark fog area, which kind of saves him and heals him up. And by doing this, he opens up like a pathway, the sun pathway. So a level up for sure. Go through all that hardship. It's a bit like Elden Ring. If you like defeat a big boss, you get the rewards, and you feel like you've earned the rewards pretty much.
Got something with it. I did like the back end of this episode with Azic's backstory as well. Like, thought it had a whole like new layer of depth to his character, because obviously we didn't really know much about him really. But it was so tragic, mate. Like, all of his past lives have just had such dark endings, haven't they? Like, so many people just die. And every time, every single life he's had, his family just get murked off or whatever. But, like, yeah, his memories coming back, like, piece by piece. Like, just having hints. And that obviously, that he's more important, I think, as a character than we know at the moment. Like, there's got to be more to him. Like, obviously, Klein's like drawn to him as well, isn't he? Obviously, with all of this and stuff, and he's drawn to Klein because he's like, oh, I can keep seeing like parts of your future and parts of your like fate and all this sort of stuff. But it's definitely not just like a friendly mentor figure. He's more than that. He's going to be. I think he's going to unravel slowly, and like I feel like his past and Klein's other life are potentially going to intertwine at some point. Maybe that's what I think might happen. Anyway, I don't really know.
Yeah. But... And I think with this episode, it might make it my favourite episode because this great character's been introduced. And that bit was all about where you look for his like past life. Like, when you look for his past life, you see like great visuals, mate. Great visuals. And the music as well to go along with it. They just nailed it, to be honest. And we find out that the mentor or his teacher is like a strong Beyonder warrior back in the past. And he has this like he wields this like army of the dead, doesn't he? Pretty much. So he's like a corpse collector pathway kind of thing. But yeah, the animation for this, where you see all this like, it's really sad and stuff. We see all his family dying and stuff because they're like close to the immense power that he has. But what a character to introduce! And they've not really told us everything about the character to be revealed about him. But
he's still learning about himself, isn't he? That's why. So we're like learning bits and bits and bits as it goes on. So the puzzle will slowly complete, so to speak. But overall, this episode thought had a good sort of like blend. There's like horror elements in this. There was loads of lore in this,
especially
like obviously as you'd expect, a lot of mystery. But yeah, there's definitely getting a lot of high stakes in this, and Klein's obviously diving deeper into some dangerous shit because he literally set himself on fire by accident, basically. But
yeah, he's basically curious to the cat mate. What happens to the cat mate? You know, he's learning. He learned the hard way, but obviously he turned out alright. Yeah, he stuck his nose in a bit too deep at that time.
Yeah, this is certainly probably the most serious thing we're watching at the moment, isn't it? I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a few little light-hearted moments and a bit of funny bits every so often sprinkled in, but it's mainly just absolutely just dead serious,
horror.
Just dead serious. Bit of like a thriller thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So just to end this episode, like his history teacher, he tries to find out, he tries to search out we find out that this rave's come about by someone removing his son's skull from its grave, which obviously unleashed this wraith. But then he tries to use divination to try and find out who committed the crime, but he can't because it's just not powerful enough. But then he knows that some dark forces, like really strong dark forces, are behind it, and it kind of ends it there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next episode. It drops on Saturday, so I'll
Tomorrow
be
when
straight
this
on
is
that,
out,
mate.
yeah. See what's cracking, see what's cracking. But let's go on to a bit of a light-hearted moment. And speaking of, that was probably the best episode of Lord of Mysteries so far.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd arguably say this is probably the best episode of this particular show so far. Let's go on to old Sakamoto Days, mate. Part 2, episode 3.
Oh man, this is
But
so good.
shout out to Martin. Martin predicted this last week, it being Nagamo and not Taro's wife. So fair play on that. But this, as I say, this is probably my favourite episode so far of this show. I thought this was like a really perfect blend of what like everything Sakamoto Days like has to offer. Like you get a few light-hearted moments, don't you? Like with the team at the acupunctures, and you get obviously Mia. There's an old lady called Old Lady Mia.
Granny Mia.
Like,
Classic,
Granny
mate.
Mia. She's like an acupuncture, like a healer, doctor type sort of thing. But yeah, he takes Shin there because obviously Shin's unlocked this new power, and she's like, "Yeah, mate, you've got like 5 minutes at a time using that, and then it murks you off, pal. So if you're getting a fight using that, you best be quick." So he's healing. He's going to take him all day. You've got Lou just giving him shit constantly, just
poking
him, like proper antagonising him and everything. But she reveals that Sakamoto is only using like 30% of his strength when he's fat, like when he's in his like big bulky form. So she elbows him in the stomach, and it shuts down like his slimming ability. So he's stuck in dad bod mode, and it's just essentially she's doing it so he can learn to like embrace the dad bod, and he's just unlock more in big boy mode. But we find out a little bit later on, so he gets into a bit of a scrap later on. But we get these other parts with what's the guy's name? Not Minimalist, innit? Minimalist, the guy is called, the big dude who's like crushing stuff down. But it's at the start actually with him where he squashes down the cash register, like the till. It's like, you could have took the money out, man. Like, what are you doing? The money was in there. He's like, Sakamoto's going to kill me. I'm supposed to be watching the shop. But I want to see more of Nagamo. Like, he's just playing with Minimalist like he's nothing, isn't it? Yeah. Like he's absolutely steals his phone, disguises himself as Minimalist, and like hides in the door. The dice trick thing he does, where like he magics the dice into Minimalist's mouth to choose which weapon will murk him off, like, and he just cuts his head clean off. Like,
you can see why his class is an S rank right now.
Yeah, he's a beast, mate. He really is. Like, but he's funny as well, isn't he? Like, he's a proper joke character. Doesn't take himself too seriously or anything like that.
I love the bit where he takes his phone. He's like, he goes, "Let's look who your search history." Like Minimalist throws like a freaking unit at him.
He's like, "Give it
back." I can see that's affected you.
Human, isn't he?
But yeah, he literally makes light work of this Minimalist. I thought Minimalist would have a bigger part in it.
Yeah.
But he literally gets murked off straight away, pretty much.
So yeah, Nagamo just bullies him. Just absolute bullies him. Yeah. Absolutely wrecks the shop. I like it when that old woman walks past. She's like, "Oh, it's lively in there today." And then we get this scene where Taro goes to meet Hisuke, because Hisuke finds out a part guy, goes to shoot him, and he comes after him. Luckily, he spots Taro, so Taro manages to get up there. And that Taro versus a part fight is great, mate. Animation feels consistent in it. Him realising, obviously, what Granny Mia's done. And it's just like, oh, shit. And then he's like, actually, I feel sick. Like, I'm feeling pretty good. He's like, oh, fair play, Granny. Like, fair play. And then he just goes mental, doesn't he? Like, he's dead quick, strong. Yeah, I love how he's like... he's just this powerful hitman, isn't he, Taro? But, like, the parts where he really cares for his team and, like, his family and stuff like that, obviously, like, he's got Nagamo watching the shop. He's took Shin and Lou to the acupunctures or to like, Granny Mia, the healer, and he really does care about, like, his friends and the people around him. But, yeah, they have this big battle, and this apart guy is just nuts. It's the part where he knocks the display off, and he goes mad, like, what are you doing? That was perfectly displayed. And he starts putting all these models back up on the shelf. It's like got proper bad OCD, hasn't he?
Another OCD moment was when a part sees his dodgy sandals, and even like Mashimo's like, what's with them scruffy, worn out sandals? Well, it's like proper, it's proper vexing apart because he's got OCD. He's like, I can't look at this. But yeah, like you say, a sick fight scene, and Sakamoto just smashing apart, and he's just flying away.
Oh, like blitzing him straight down like that little mini Eiffel Tower looking thing.
Yeah, and that apart was like stunned. He's like, I never faced someone who can understand me as he does. So it's got some sick weapons. Only apart, it's got them like Garrett like cheese wire kind of thread things that he like chops people up with. Obviously, don't work on Sakamoto because he's a legend, mate.
And he's a big boy.
But that the best part of the scene was where they're flying down.
Yeah,
that part of the tower.
It's
and
like
Sakamoto's like
smashing
that proper Donkey Konging on him.
It's proper sick ground and pound, but he's in midair.
But it's not over because it ends. The fight is about to carry on.
Yeah.
So
next episode, yeah, we're going to be getting some good action, I think, in the next episode as well. So another banger for Sakamoto, mate.
I think Slayer will show up soon though, because
got to
three of the guys are dead. Three of the inmates are dead, aren't they now?
Seriously, like all the serial killers just getting murked, mate. Like one by one.
There's like one left, which is a part, isn't it? Obviously, you got the reindeer head man, but he's not one of the inmates, is he? But
did you watch the end credits? The end credit scene was those two people from the order. You know the woman who has the big saw blade. He's trying his hardest to get noodles, and she keeps putting like dead hot sauce in his noodles, and like
I did see that. Yeah,
he has about 8 different noodles, bro, and he can't even eat them all because she keeps ruining them, or they run out of ingredients, or like ends
up on the floor, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's dead random, mate. It was about 2 minutes long. That scene was at the end.
Yeah, because I was watching it. It's like a 24-minute episode, and I think it's like 19 minutes. It like the credits came up. What's going on here? There must be an ending scene, and there was. It was that scene.
Yeah. It has no relevance at all, was it? It was just dead random.
Just random, innit?
Just funny, mate. Just funny.
But yeah, I'd say that was probably the best episode of Sakamoto we've seen.
Yeah, it was good, man.
This season, yeah.
Really good.
Should go Dan next?
Yeah, mate, another great episode. It's just such an all-rounder, I thought this one was. Like, things are proper just mental this episode. Like, you've got the volcano erupting in the village. Momo figures out the whole, like, sacrifice prophecy thing was actually just about stopping that explosion, like the geothermal explosion or whatever it's called, and basically not murking off anyone. So she uses her powers to lift up the course of the Deathworm, puts its arsehole on a geyser or geyser or whatever to squirt water up its arse so she can use it to blitz the goo all over the lava. It made no sense. Proper Dandadan that is, isn't it? Like typical Dandadan, bro.
But Keto family don't like that. And the Granny Keto made drop kicks moment in the back.
It's proper causing. They're still causing loads of grief, aren't they? They are. But yeah,
obviously they're a god, don't they?
Yeah, well, they're funny they are because they'll believe anything because they instantly changed their beliefs, didn't they? Like from the worm, now the worm's dead. Like, oh no, it's actually the volcano or whatever. But yeah, they literally believe anything. But we've still got Gigi. He's still possessed by the evil eye.
Manjiro.
He shows up, starts battering everyone.
Monobrow Manjiro.
But him, mate, old Bootuber, he's sick, he is, isn't he? He comes in flying dropkicks Keto family back. Oh no, he dropkicks Gigi, doesn't he? Starts battering everyone.
Yeah, so first he starts attacking the Keto family, battering on. And then we find out that Momo's grandma, her student,
Psycho,
which is
legend she is.
Yeah, Rico, isn't it? But yeah, it all goes a bit mental from here. Like, so Monobrow Manjiro starts battering the Keto family. Then Gigi comes back, joins the fight. So they're all so then the Keto granny Manjiro and Momo are all teaming up to fight Gigi. I think the best scene in this though, Keto Granny's drop kick where she's like Jennifer Lopez Anaconda.
She loves it, doesn't she?
A great film. I won't deny it, but a great film. But I was like, what on earth? Where did that come from? So she's just naming all
Dead
like
funny, mate.
films from like with snakes in it, big snakes. And
I wonder what the
that's
Japanese translation is for that. I wonder in the sub. I wonder if she says the same thing. I'm gonna have to check. I wonder if she says something different. They've just translated it to Jennifer Lopez Anaconda.
I was like, what? I had to like rewind it. Like, is that real? But yeah, it's mad that was.
But yeah, so basically, Gigi possessed by evil eye, he shows up, starts battering everyone. But then Psycho, Granny Psycho, she rolls up, doesn't she? Makes some like badass entrance with that tarot. The alien,
it's like a surfboard, surfboard thing.
And then with the alien Kabutops looking Hitmonchan hybrid thing, they're flying from space in flying saucer, and they manage to like trap the evil eye. But mate, you know that scene with the tarot, you know the little mannequin, when he's like sprinting like that? Mate, that was sick. The POV of him just sprinting was wicked. But then he's like, obviously Gigi's blitzed him, he's blitzed into a million pieces, hasn't he? But then he's like formed around him, and they've obviously managed to catch Gigi inside of the mannequin.
Nah.
He's like, what do I do with all my insides? And he's just carrying all his stuff.
You know that bit where Taro's like running? There's a bit where he's running towards him, disappears. He's like, it's running like a different direction. But yeah, that was sick. It was just so mad. The scene was
so much going off on all the time, wasn't there?
People joining the fight, like UFOs coming down. Rico on Tara like a fucking surfboard coming down, that Silver Surfer. Mad, mate. Mad.
Yeah, sick, mate. And obviously at this point, Okarun's still missing as well. And then you get what was that alien? Is it like Chikorita or Chikorita, like the Pokemon or something, isn't it? The alien girl who sings.
Yeah, it's like Mantizian's like
daughter or something, isn't it? Kiddo or something.
Yeah, kid or something, yeah.
But yeah, so she helps Momo find and rescue Okarun from like a pit of lava. And essentially like the lava's gone in, but the goose surrounded them and like enclosed them inside this like egg almost. Yeah. So Turbo Granny and Okarun are safe. They've managed to get out, and they get this like super emotional like Momo hugging Okarun whilst crying, like this really wholesome like moment.
Proper emotional,
yeah, proper cute moment, mate.
We also had the legend Turbo Granny, who was also in the cocoon of lava.
I might get a Turbo Granny tattoo, mate. You know when I get my anime tattoo leg, when I start my anime leg, I might even get Turbo Granny on there, pal.
Oh, you got to do it, mate.
Just a little cat like that. I'll get a speech bubble as well, like saying butt nugget or something. Or who are these bitches? Yeah, I'll get that, bro.
Yeah, do that, man. That'd be sick. I'll pay for it as well.
That might be the best Turbo Granny tattoo ever, mate.
Oh, people love that, mate.
Who are those bitches? That'd be jokes, wouldn't it? But yeah, I'm loving, mate. I'm loving this anime season so far. Even the stuff we're watching not on pod, I'm really enjoying it. Like the Summer Hikaru died, like that's very different to something I'd normally watch. Again, sick though, really good. Really enjoying that. We've got Solo Camping for 2. We spoke about that last week. Really fun watch. I watched it like the other night. I couldn't sleep. I just blitzed on at like midnight. I just watched it, then went to bed after. But like,
I watched it last week, mate.
Yeah, like there's just so much good content, and there's stuff I'm seeing people online talking about that I'm not even watching. Like I need to get on it. Like there's plenty of good content out there this season. So yeah, it's so sick, mate. So sick.
I'm watching Code Geass still. I told you the day I watched 15 episodes in 2 days. I was like proper on it, mate. I think last Sunday, mate, I watched like 10 episodes, mate. I was just sitting there all day. It was so good. And for those who are listening and watching, let me know if Resurrection of Lelouch is worth watching. I'm going to watch it anyway, but let me know your comments, your thoughts on that anime in the comments. Because if you love it as well, let me know. But
What's it all about?
the last the last anime we're going to discuss today is Kaiju #8.
Kaiju.
And this episode, my favorite characters is another character coming close to my favorite character in this show.
Big
His
Narumi,
name is Narumi.
He's sick,
so
bro.
good, mate.
He's so funny,
good,
mate.
It's
Mate, I
so
thought I was
good.
watching Solo Leveling. I did for a second
Yeah.
when this game started. All the ants, mate. I was like, what is happening, bro? What is this even the right show? What? Double check what I was watching, mate.
I've got that in my notes. As that. Where's Beru? But yeah,
Double check what I was watching, bro.
So the episode starts as it did last week. A big earthquake erupts, shakes the city. A big swarms of ants, like Jeju Island, emerge from the rubble of the earth, and then start terrorizing the city. And it happens to be that like all over kaiju attacks are on the rise. Like it's like come on that tenfold, isn't it? Then we have Kafka.
We do find out why later on in this episode as well what's cracking off, don't we? But like
Kafka determined to follow the advice of Shinamiya's dad and to prove his worth. So he's putting them extra shifts in, mate. He's putting them extra shifts.
Mate, he's grafting. He's getting the sprints on his out for a run. Mate. He's doing bits, man. Yeah.
And people are seeing it. People are noticing. But the best scene of this episode, mate, is when Kikuru goes to see Narumi, and Narumi's already bowing when she opens the door. Is that I need to borrow some money? because somehow my paycheck has vanished.
That's literally the equivalent of your manager at work, like your boss asking you to borrow, like to lend them money, bro. Like, what do you mean? You get paid more than me.
Before she even entered the room, it's already like
it's like I think he was just there waiting. Whoever came in first is who was going to ask for money, bro. That's what was going to happen. And she's like, "What do you mean? Look at all these Amazon boxes. Stop buying shit. Like, what are you doing?"
I don't know what happened. My paycheck is vanished. so funny, man.
There was another part of this episode with him as well that I thought was really funny, where he saves those kids, doesn't he? And like, don't get me wrong, the effects were amazing, mate. So sick. And then he tells the kid to use his manners, and that to make up for it, he needs to post 10 times about how cool Narumi is using his mum's phone. Like, I want you to get your mum's phone, and need you to post 10 times about how cool I am. That's like fucking jokes, mate.
What I love about Narumi, though, like, he's just like, at the base, he's like a proper, like, funny dosser. But then when it comes to battle, mate, when he's fighting,
yeah, he's sick.
Or force. And I love the bit where it's like, so the kaiju a lot speak to. Yeah, I was in some critical negotiations before this happened. Obviously, talking about the money, borrowing the money, and then he just like his words to his team is like, "Let's kick some ass," and just like they'll walk out. But yes, it's so.
One thing I forgot is how sick Kikuru's axe was. You know, when she blitzes her axe out, mate. She's
demonstration, didn't you? On there.
Like that, they've really given her a lot of time in this episode to shine. Like, which I'm happy about because she's sick. Like. She gets so many moments in this episode, doesn't she? Like, Kikuru does. Like, even the team that she's just joined, fresh recruit. Like, she's a brand new recruit. And even they're like, we need to fucking step it up. Like, she's sick. Like, she's going to overtake all of us. Like, we need to hurry up. Like, we need to get on it now.
But we see again in this episode, like, the great teamwork of Division 1. Like, the killing and the diverting all this kaiju into this like neutralization zone, like a kill box, where this is where Kikuro is with her axe, and she's just slicing through them all. But then we get introduced to another character, which is a Shinonome, I think her name was. But she's got like this other like lady character. She's got like a Gatling gun. She looks sick. So it's her and Shinomiya. She just blasting all these like insect. Basically, Kikuro with a massive axe, plowing, smashing the piece of Kaiju. Sick, mate. Sick.
Yeah, she's badass, mate. Also, the change in Narumi's hair, we officially see it in this episode now, don't we? Massive upgrade to what we saw at the end of the first season, to be fair. But yeah, so basically all these attacks, Kaiju #9, he appears again, doesn't he?
Okay guy, mate. Okay guy.
Yeah, fucking, I don't know, fucking stool head or something, mate. Top hat head, mate. But he appears, so he's appearing out of one of the ants, so he's obviously the reason for all these attacks, isn't he? Kafka's choking though, isn't he? He can't get it. He can't get it up, mate. He can't get it up, pal.
You need some Viagra, mate.
He needs some of that Kaiju Viagra. But Hikaru and Narumi, like, they're getting involved, aren't they, mate? They're getting involved with this Kaiju number 9. So, like, it's going to be a big one next episode again.
Yeah, because Kaiju number 9 like splits into 2 parts. So it's in like 2 parts of the city. So obviously, next episode we're going to have Narumi fighting one of the characters. But then at the end of the episode, Kikaru, like, Kafka's getting murked and he's got shot in the arm. He's proper down. He's about to die. And Kikaru just slices through Kaiju number 9 and literally like stands by the side of a friend. I was like, that's sick, mate. That is brotherhood, mate, right there.
Yeah,
That's
mate,
friendship, true friendship.
So happy this show's back. It's so good.
And
I think it's so sick. It's like one of my favourite shows, mate. It really is. It's so good at the moment. Like, the animation's sick, the fights are sick, the humour's good, like everything about it. It's just a really good, like, all-rounder anime.
Yeah. And last season when we saw Narumi, we're like, oh mate, he looks sick. He's see him next season. And now we're seeing him this season. We're like, yeah, yeah. It's met our expectations. Maybe not so much of the Dawson mode. I love that as well.
Mate, I think the Dawson mode's one of the better ones, mate, because it's just funny, isn't he? Like, he's just so funny.
I love the bit of like, you know, our wages just disappeared. On Amazon, mate.
She's like, what do you mean? Look at all these Amazon parcels, mate.
It's like when you get to like Forbidden Planet with your wages, mate, and just spend it. Say to like your wife or that. Oh, don't know, mate.
That'll be soon, me. That'll be soon. Oh yeah,
did you get the
such a good episode?
Did you get the Wolverine Spider-Man third comic?
No, I haven't been yet.
No,
I haven't been yet.
Is it out yet? Is it?
I think so. Well, I'm going to find out, innit, when the next go.
Yeah, might be even 2 episodes out, mate. 2 comics out for you.
Yeah, two little cheeky comics, mate. 2 issues. That'll be sick.
Just got a bit of a DC fan casting.
Yeah, we've got a game. We've got a game this week. What we're saying?
Like I say, it's Marvel in the game. Or have you got a game?
I can find a game.
I've got a game for you later on for the Marvel part.
I'm gonna blind rank right now, mate. You're gonna blind rank WWE finishers.
Okay.
What we're saying? You want to go for it? Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Go on.
The first one is the Batista bomb.
Or
going for the Batista bomb.
Yeah. Powerful, but there's better ones.
Right. Right, next one. Kane chokeslam.
3.
3 on the Kane chokeslam. Brock Lesnar shooting star.
5.
5, yeah, I don't really like Brock Lesnar. Triple H pedigree.
2.
Right. You ready for your number 1?
It's got to be RK, surely.
You ready? It's not. It's Weapon of Mass Destruction Big Show, mate.
Oh, terrible. Terrible. Oh, man. Do you want to do another one? Have you got any more?
Yeah, I'll get another one. Let's do one. 1 second. Let's have a look here. I wonder if there's a DC one. Shall I have a look? Do you know what? Let's do villains.
Okay.
And this is just villains in general.
I'm blind right, yeah.
The Joker.
Number 1.
Sick guy. Chucky.
Hey, for DC.
Nah, it's just villains in general.
Oh, 4. He's sick, but he's annoying little git, isn't he?
Thanos.
3.
Big boy, isn't he? We're not doing that one because that's stupid.
Well, that's all for Scooby Doo.
Michael Myers.
5. Not really bothered about him.
You know, fucking legend.
Weirdo, isn't he? Weirdo,
Sauron. Lord of the Rings, bro.
Number 2.
Number 2, mate. Decent list, that, mate. Decent list.
I thought it was DC characters. That's why I said, or DC villains.
There isn't one.
There's
just one that says villains.
Joker being number 1, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, Joker's sick, mate. Joker is sick.
Do you want to do your game before we go into the Marvel thing later?
Yeah. So what we're going to talk about.
What? Yeah, do it after.
We've picked 3 characters. So basically, we're going to go into DCU fan casting. So obviously, everyone knows mine and Martin's thoughts on Superman. Best movie ever made. Sickest film ever. Not quite that far, but it's a very good movie. We both really enjoyed it. We're both really excited for the future of DC, which is why that movie means so much to me personally. But yeah, so here's something a bit different. So we've got a few characters. We're not going too deep into it. We're not going Robin. We're not going that. We've got Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash. 3 characters that haven't been cast in the DCU yet. We're going to go through a list of popular fan casts that are online. And we're just going to say what we think about them. So we're looking really for... We're trying to base it off... I'm going to base it off David Corenswet is the best way to base it. The guy is... he's around 32 years old. So he'd have been around 30th time of filming, I'd say. 30, 31 when he's filming. He's a big boy as well. I'm sure he's like 6'4" or something, mate. He's a big boy, he is, Corenswet. And realistically, for the longevity of the DCU, I'd like to think James Gunn's probably looking at around those sort of ages. Mid to early 30s, maybe late 20s for some of these characters. And when it comes to Batman, Wonder Woman, they're both big characters. So in the comics, Batman's very similar in height to Superman. I appreciate that he doesn't have to be 6'4", for example, because they can just put like a platform in his shoe or just different angles. Yeah. There's different ways you can do it, isn't there? Wonder Woman, Amazonian, always naturally going to be a quite biggish character. Flash is a bit different. Flash is probably is notoriously tall in the comics. I think most people are, to be honest. But I feel like Flash is a character that can get away with not being as tall as some of the others, can't he? So
let's start with Batman.
Let's go with Batman, mate. We've got to take into play here. So we're thinking of age-wise. The Batman movie is probably going to be coming out. It might be 3 years, mate. We might not be seeing a Batman until 2028 yet. We've got the Matt Reeves Batman to come out. I doubt it's going to be at the same time. James Gunn said he's very doubtful that they're going to bring out 2 Batman movies in 1 year. That'd be ludicrous, mate, to be fair. Yeah. And I don't mean ludicrous like Luda, but like, let's get on to some of the Batman fan casts. So one of the big ones that I see a lot of, there's 2 big ones we see a lot of, really. And I think, Martin, you've seen a few of these as well, haven't you? Of Alan Ritchson. Big dude. Yeah. Big dude.
Big boy. Jack Reacher. He was in Titans as a...
Yeah,
but
Hulk,
like you say,
gets murked off in that.
Might be a bit too old. I think I've seen it all.
I think he does anyway.
He's got cancelled. Be a bit too old. Problem. It might be a bit too old because he's 6'3".
He's he's like 42, and I think the biggest reason Alan Ritchson gets mentioned a lot is because he mentions it a lot. Like, he's obsessed, mate. He's begging to be Batman. He really is. My biggest issue with him, I love him, mate. First thing I saw in Blue Mountain State, anyone that's watched that, decent show back in the days, like an American football, like comedy show. Good show. Reacher is probably a closer sort of thing to it. I personally don't think his acting level's that good. Like, his sort of like depth as well, it isn't as great as what you'd expect from a Batman Bruce Wayne sort of mix up. Some people might think he's too big as well, but I think a big Batman would be sick as fuck, mate. But yeah, I personally, like you, I think he's too old. You got to think when the next movie comes out, he's probably going to be around 45. So the longevity's not there. And speaking of age as well, let's go on to the next one. Jensen Ackles, absolute legend, good-looking bloke.
I love this guy.
Good-looking bloke. He's 47. Does not look 47. He does not look 47 at all, mate. Like, he looks same age as me, bro. To be fair, like
with this guy, I'd love to see him as Batman. Like, because I grew up obviously watching Superman. Play Dean. Obviously, in The Boys, he plays Soldier Boy. He's also in the show called Blue Sky as well, which I love.
And he voices Red Hood in Batman Under the Red Hood. So he's got some experience, hasn't he, in that role.
In the future, if we had like an older Batman, but
he wants to be if he was Thomas Wayne, like an alternate universe, that'd be sick. That'd be sick, mate. Yeah. But Flashpoint Batman, if we can get him on that, that'd be dope. But anyway, he's too old. He really is too old. I love him to bits though. He's sick.
He's at 47, and like say in 3 years he'll be 50.
Yeah, he'll be 50 by the time the movie comes out, and I think he's too old for what James Gunn's setting up. Another one we see a lot of, Robert Pattinson. We know this isn't going to happen. He's already confirmed. Not Robert, but James Gunn's already confirmed that the Matt Reeves universe is separate. Matt Reeves wants it to be separate. And he appreciates, obviously, his decision to want to keep it separate. So it's going to be separate. So
it's like it'd be wrong, wouldn't it? Like it'd be like bringing Christian Bale's Batman over from Nolan's universe.
Unless they decided to say that they're in the same universe, but to then bring him into a complete different universe, I don't think it'd be right. He's doing good stuff, mate. He's doing good stuff as the Batman in the Matt Reeves universe. Like he's doing really well there. Just leave it there, I think.
And let's talk about Colin Farrell's Penguin, mate. If we saw, I mean, I'd love to see him come into the the universe.
Like, I could understand if they did that, and I honestly wouldn't even be mad if they did that because I know that world has already been built on in a way where I really enjoy it. Like. I've loved both the projects that have come out of that world so far. So it's doable, I think, in a way. But it realistically, which we've got to be, it's not going to happen. So it's definitely not going to be Robert Pattinson, I do not think.
Yeah. Henry Cavill.
Fan favourite, mate. Fan favourite for Superman. Get in the bin. Orange Sweat Superman. Get in the bin, mate. What do you mean? But anyway, 6'1". He's too old. I don't think they'd do it just for the sense that I think people would feel quite weird with Henry Cavill being Batman after he's already been Superman. And I know obviously it's a different universe, completely irrelevant now. But the age thing, I think that might be one of the issues. He's 42, which could get away with it, I think. But I'd love to see him in the world, just probably not as Batman. Give him a different role. Maybe make him a villain. I don't know. But there's plenty of roles Cavill can suit, I think.
Legendary man. Shame what happened with like The Witcher and stuff. I'm kind of still hoping he plays Bob because I'd love to see him as. But like I say, he's a bit too old for a Batman in James Gunn's vision for Batman. But yeah, if we were giving a villain into it, like Deathstroke or something like that, that'd be.
Yeah, it'd be sick, mate. Get him in there as a villain or something. I think that'd be a cool idea. Even Bane, mate. Fuck it. But we're gonna talk about one more. There's two that we think are likely. One's probably more likely than the other. If you've seen my short, you'll probably know about this one. We're going to talk about Patrick Schwarzenegger. Don't worry, I'm not being racist. Before I get banned, mate. I've seen this name a couple of times. He's 6'1". He's 32, so he's about right, really, in terms of age and height. To be fair,
and his dad's Arnie Schwarzenegger, so you know.
And his dad's fucking Arnie, mate. Like your dad's Arnie, and just like his dad, he's not as big as his dad, but he's in good nick. He's a handsome lad. He's got the jawline. However, I just don't personally see it from the roles that he's had. I don't see it. Like he's been in Gen V, which is fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see him as Bruce Wayne. Like that's my biggest thing at all.
So we've already picked this list our two favourites. Well, got one favourite out of this list, but yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got two left. So we'll talk about Aaron ATJ, Aaron Taylor Johnson, fellow Brit. He's got loads of work under his belt, and he probably the shortest guy on this list.
Though,
the problem is he needs a new. Either he needs to sort himself out and read the scripts properly, or he needs a new agent because great actor, but the films he's just been in shit films, mate. Like shit films. 28 years later was pants, mate. To be fair, Craven was awful, but like when you think about some of the stuff that he's done in the past, Kick-Ass, for example. So he's got that sort of experience. He was in Age of Ultron. Got that sort of experience again as like a hero or like a super guy. He was in Nosferatu actually, I think. But that's completely irrelevant to that sort of thing. But again, 28 years later, Bullet Train. He's a decent actor. I really like him. As I say, he's a fellow Brit, so you've always got to respect your fellow Brits, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right. Let's talk about the main man.
But I don't think it'll be him. I could see it though. I wouldn't be mad if they picked him. But as I say, he's the shortest one. He's 5'11", I think. But they can still make it work. Now, the main guy who we think...
Main man.
Brandon... I put Brendan, but his name's Brandon. Brandon Sklenar, his name is. He's 6'2". He's around 35 now, which will work, I think. Firstly, he looks young. Batman Brave and the Bold, you've got Damian Wayne, so he's got a son. So around this age now is probably, in my head, is probably the most accurate age. The problem is they can get away with him being a bit younger because Batman trained with the League of Assassins when he was like 2021, which he could have met Talia then. Talia could have got pregnant when he was 2021, and obviously he only just finds out 10 years later Damian's alive, so it could be early 30s, that sort of thing. But we've had a post recently, haven't we? So Instagram, check my short out. It'll be on Nerd News as well. His trainers put a post on recently saying, training my best friend for one of his biggest roles yet. And this guy, mate, Brandon Sklenar, he is in good nick. Like, he is buffed, mate. Like, he's got up, and he's put some weight on. He's fantastic. I've not watched 1923. Is it called 1923?
Yeah, that series is a great show, by the way, and like his character in it, like when his character is the best thing in that show. And like when I hear the news of him becoming Batman, the opportunity of him becoming Batman, mate, that made me so excited. Like,
so yeah, there's a scene that I saw. So I've not seen the show. I plan on watching it. I've got to get through Yellowstone, and I'll get through the other shows as well. I do plan on watching it. The only thing I remember seeing him from really is It Ends With Us, which got Ryan Reynolds' misses in because I watched it with my wife, that movie. But there's a scene in 1923 where he walks up to this guy. He's basically saying, like, watch your fucking mouth or so I'll mop the floor with you. Something like that. Like, I can't remember the exact words, but, mate, he was sick, mate. He looks the part. Like, he looks
so good.
I think he'll fit. He's the person in my head that I'm thinking, like, this guy could be Batman. And with that post, in the comments, every single comment that was a gif of Batman or Batman related was being liked, and they're the only post or the comments that were being liked. Now, I don't know if this is necessarily news, but I'm kind of wondering if his PR team, because he probably wants to be Batman as well, let's be honest, if you're in good nick and you're good looking and you're around the right age, right height, and Batman's coming up to be cast for, you're going to want to be Batman, aren't you? Let's be real. Like, everyone wants to be Batman, mate. I'm wondering if his PR team have put this together, you know, and like just to build some publicity up. Yeah, try and build a bit of publicity up. Get the word out there. Get everyone, get everyone talking about it.
Get everyone talking, yeah.
Because you got to think it'll get to the point where everyone's wanting Brandon Sklenar to come, or a majority of people want Brandon Sklenar to be Batman. Where it's to the point where James Gunn's going to have to cast Brandon Sklenar as Batman because it's going to upset people if he is not Batman. So, like, for his project to succeed, he needs to put Brandon Sklenar as Batman.
I mean, obviously, James Gunn obviously will look at his...
He knows, mate. Yeah, I'll appreciate his decision. David Corenswet. I'd have never thought David Corenswet was Superman. until he was cast as Superman, and he's done a fantastic job. James Gunn knows what he's doing. Millie Alcock, I would never have picked her as Supergirl, mate. But that little bit she was in at the end of that film, she looked good as Supergirl. Like, she's going to do a good job as that character. Like, James Gunn knows what he's doing. So we've got to just appreciate, obviously, his choices. But I'm thinking it's Brandon Sklenar, mate. It's him. He's the man.
In my head, it's already been decided.
He's the man, isn't he? There.
He's
Batman.
There's no one else. He is Batman.
Now, we're going to talk about Wonder Woman and Flash. We probably won't be talking about these as long as we've just been talking about Batman, I must admit. But I've not got as many for these. Now, every fan cast I've seen for Wonder Woman are all women who are like 5'8" and under. And I don't think James Gunn will cast a Wonder Woman who is under like 5'10" personally, which only leaves like one person on this list, really. But let's get some of the ones out of the way that people know. Alexandra Daddario. A lot of people know her. She's 5'8", 39. I've seen that name be thrown around a lot. I don't think it will be her, personally.
You got Connor Leslie.
Connor Leslie, I was going to leave her for a little bit because I think she would be a good choice because of her history.
Sure.
But yeah, Connor Leslie, she was Donna Troy in the Titan show, I believe. Is it Connor Leslie?
She was in
It is Connor Leslie, isn't it?
She's also in Man in High Castle and Elementary as well, if you've watched them shows.
Yeah,
she plays a part in that as well.
She's in a few bits, but she's got experience in that sort of role. She's only 34. I think she might be quite a good pick for it. Some people probably don't think she looks like Wonder Woman, but obviously when you look in the comics, there's loads of different ways that Wonder Woman's been drawn. And I think the problem is with Wonder Woman is that a lot of people now associate Wonder Woman with how Gal Gadot looks.
Gal Gadot, yeah.
Even though she's a terrible actress, but that's not the point.
I think
the Wonder Woman film is arguably probably the best Zack Snyder film, in my opinion. To be honest, like, she did do a good job. Don't get me wrong. There was fun film. The first film, anyway. I'm not talking about the 1980. That second film was dog shit. But she did do a good job. But Connor Leslie, I think she might be a good shout.
Looking at most of these women though, like on this list, like I could see him playing Wonder Woman. Like the look they've got. Obviously, we'll keep talking about it, but like the look they have, I think most of them could pull it off. Obviously, there's only going to be one of them, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who should we talk about next?
Is that May Calamari? I don't know how to pronounce her name. She's an Egyptian
May Calamari
actress. She was in Moon Knight, so again, she's got a little bit of experience there.
Scarlet Scarab, wasn't it?
But again, she's 38. When a Wonder Woman comes out, she's going to be in her 40s. I don't know whether we want to cast someone within their 40s. Yeah. Arguably, Wonder Woman's a role you can probably cast to someone much younger and much taller. She's 5'7". One I saw when I was putting this list together, one I was seeing over and over and over again was this next one. Adria Arjona, I think her name's pronounced. Loads of people mentioning her name, mate. Left, right, and centre. Like, so much.
And this is Bix from Andor, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Bix from Andor. She's in Morbius. Not that that's a good film, but she's got that experience in like a hero role. She's been in quite a few films, to be fair. She's just too short, I think. That's my biggest issue with her. She's young. She's like 33 years old. I don't know why I put 38, by the way, on that. She's not even 38. She's like 33. I've pressed the wrong number on that. But, yeah. I think she'd do a good job. I just think she's probably a little too short. Now, another one I saw, and this is our final fan cast and we're going to talk about, is a lady, an Australian woman called Charlie Fraser. I had no idea who she was, personally, until I had a look. She was in Furiosa. She's in a couple of like chicky flicky type films.
Yeah. Australian supermodel, isn't it? actress.
Yeah. Now she's what, 5'10". She's 29, so she's young. She's tall. I've seen a couple of pictures of her. I could see her as Wonder Woman 100%. And yeah, most of the stuff she's been in really is just like model shooting stuff. She's been in like 2 projects, real projects.
Yeah.
Anyone But You and Furiosa. She's quite new to acting, which I know James Gunn likes that. He likes getting people that aren't as known and bringing them to the forefront.
I'd like to see more of her acting, see what she's like, but
she will need to gain some weight, mate. To be fair, she's very skinny. Obviously, she's got that supermodel look. She's got really skinny supermodel type body.
And
to play Wonder Woman, she's gonna have to get on the gin and juice, mate. If you know what I'm saying, pal. Like she's gonna have to get geared up, mate. She is.
Afro Man style, man. Gin and juice.
So yeah, she's in terms of age and height, and to be fair, if you look at her as well, you can see Wonder Woman in her face, if that makes sense. Like I can picture it. She just would need to gain a lot of weight, a hell of a lot of weight. But yeah, Charlie Fraser maybe is going to be Wonder Woman. We don't know. These are our opinions of Fancast. We've not added to this list. We're not saying, oh no, we think this should play. We're just
this is what's going around, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what's circulating.
Around. So yeah.
I've just gathered the info. Now let's go on to the Flash. And on this, we're assuming Barry Allen, not Wally West. I probably assume is going to go down the normal Justice League route as opposed to like an off character. We'll get the first one on there. Grant Gustin. Obviously, he's already been Flash before for like 10 years or a ridiculous amount. He's 6', 35. Well, everyone knows he's been the Flash, and I know a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people are asking for Grant Gustin to be Flash, and I like him. He's a good character. The Flash show was good for the majority of it. It got a bit ridiculous towards the end. I just don't think it will happen, personally. I'm not sure how they'll introduce it, or if they'll say, oh no, the Arrowverse is now part of the DCU. I just don't see that happening, which is one of the only reasons I don't think he will be. Again, if he is, I won't be mad. We know he can play the part. He's done it before, hasn't he?
I love it, yeah.
He's done it before. He can do it. I just don't know how they tie it in, and I think that's what James Gunn will think about as well. I'm trying to think of what he'll think. So he'll be thinking, well, he's already been the Flash. Like, it doesn't make sense for us to do him as the Flash, because you kind of don't want people getting confused with it, if that makes sense. And I kind of think if a lot of people will see Grant Gustin as the Flash in the DCU, they'll just assume that all of the Flash seasons are then now canon to the DCU when they obviously won't be. So I can understand why there might be a little confusion there. But we've got another chap, Lucas Till.
So this guy played Havoc in the X-Men series.
Yeah.
So he's played a role like that before.
I think he was in like the MacGyver rerun show.
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's in. I think it was X-Men First Class that one was, wasn't it? He's in a few bits. He's not massive, but he's got the experience. He's 34. He's 5'10". So again, they probably want him a bit taller. I don't know, but not a bad age for the Flash. I can sort of see it.
I can't. Not that one.
I can sort of see
the role, but
why people are saying it, because I've seen some pictures of him where I can understand why some people might think he could play the Flash, but then there's other pictures of him where I think you don't look anything like the Flash.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know if people are saying that he would be a good casting for Wally West and not Barry Allen. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a different Flash.
I see Wally West, yeah.
Now, there's two that I like the idea of. We'll get into one of them last, but let's talk about Jack Quaid. Jack Quaid's 6'1". He's only 33 years old. The reason I like Jack Quaid, the idea of him, mate, is because of the fact that A-Train murked his missus off in The Boys, And so his missus got murked off by a speedster in one universe, but he is a speedster in another universe. I just think that's quite funny. Like, I just think that'd be quite funny, mate.
But I think the last one was lit.
Well,
For
yeah,
me.
but you know when you do look at Jack Quaid, I could see him as Flash. I really could see him as Flash. He's got that sort of wiry look, hasn't he, that Flash normally has, that you associate with Flash.
Yeah.
Flash. Now the last one that Martin really likes, Austin Butler is one that Martin likes.
Yeah.
And I can see him as Flash.
Yeah.
He's been bulking up as well. He bulked up a little bit for the Dune movies or the Dune movie. His acting's fantastic. It was really good as Elvis. The problem is with him, it's got that problem where when actors are used to playing a character, they sort of keep their accent, so he sort of sounds like Elvis now. So I think that might be his only issue.
Elvis in every role.
So yeah, he's like been resurrected by Elvis, but he's been bulking up. He's gained a bit of muscle. He's going to play Hercules, I think. Live action Hercules. I don't know how that's going to work out, but
I first saw him in Shannara Chronicles, and I thought this is before he was big, and I thought, yeah, this guy's a great actor. He then went on to do like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Elvis, and all these other Dunes and all that.
Yeah, it was in Bike Riders, which was an okay film. Got Tom Hardy in it, but he was pretty good in that. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Like if he said that, it's gonna be Austin Butler, I'd be like, right, sick. Like let's get on with it. Do it, mate.
But this list we've done, it could not be any of these.
To be honest, it's likely not going to be any of these.
Yeah, it'd just be like someone else who James Gunn's got in his mind or on his list that he likes the look of and he knows he would play the role well. So
he might literally have just a list of names already next to people.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if he's even started like casting these people yet, though. Like he might not have even been to see people. People might not even be sort of like auditioning or anything. So
Brendan's getting ready there, isn't he?
You might literally think, oh yeah, this guy's going to be this character. Or the guy might audition and thinks, I don't see it. No, I can't be him. I've got to find someone new.
Yeah.
But yes, let us know what you think.
So from this list, Batman, who do you want to be?
It's going to be Brandon Glenn, mate. It's got to be him, hasn't it?
Wonder Woman.
See, I wouldn't mind.
Connor Leslie, I think, would be good.
Connor Leslie, I like the idea of her, but the supermodel, I can't remember her name now. Supermodel woman.
Charlie Fraser.
Yeah, that's her, Charlie Fraser. I can see her as it as well. But again, with that, I think every woman on that list will need to bulk up, mate. To be fair, because Wonder Woman really is hench. To be honest, mate, like she's a proper beast, mate.
Proper Amazonian, mate.
Yeah.
And Flash.
Flash, out of that list, I actually would prefer Austin Butler even over Grant Gustin, to be honest with you. I feel like we need a fresh take on everything. That's why I wouldn't really want Robert Pattinson in there. I wouldn't really want. Do you know what I mean? I want them to pick these new.
Get someone new.
Yes, these new characters to embody them. So no one's associating them with anything any other thing that they've done, and everyone's fresh to the role, and go from there.
And leave like Robert Pattinson in the Matt Reeves universe. Yeah. Good list. List.
What does everyone else think? What do you think is going to be? Who would you want to play these roles in the DCU? Everyone's got an opinion, haven't they? So
yeah. But I think I'd love to see that Jensen Ackles in like an Batman.
Yeah, I think again though, I think he can be. They can find a role for him if they wanted him in there. Do you know what I mean? We're getting Soldier Boy show, aren't we?
Yeah. Who do you want as Red Hood then?
I ain't got a clue, mate. I've got no preference on that. I think one of the hardest castings they're going to have is going to be Nightwing.
Oh.
Because he's got to be like the sexiest man alive. I'm telling you now, mate. Otherwise, people will kick off. I'm not even lying. Like, genuinely, people will kick off if he is not sexy. Big character in, mate.
Big character.
Big boy. We're going to get onto a Fantastic Four first steps shortly. But I think Martin's got a cheeky little Marvel game.
It's a Marvel game, but it's a bit of your test of your knowledge. So you're a big fan of Spider-Man, aren't you?
Biggish, yeah.
How many Spider-Man villains can you name?
Oh, mate.
1 to 10?
There's loads, though, isn't there?
I mean, that's what I mean. Like,
Venom, Vulture, Scorpion, Rhino. Just trying to think of Sinister Six people, but I've literally mind's gone completely and utterly blank, mate. Like completely blank. Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin,
yeah.
Hobgoblin. Trying to think of like villains directly. Kingpin.
Yeah.
Kingpin's a villain. Sandman.
Yeah. I've got a list of 16 here, and you're smashing through them, mate. Yeah.
Mr. Negative.
Yeah.
That's 10 already, isn't it? But
yeah. Yeah, I've got like.
I mean, I could go Carnage and stuff like that as well.
Carnage on my list, yeah. Chameleon. He's one, isn't he?
Who's the one I'm thinking about? Doc Connors. I can't remember his fucking character is. You think Killer Croc, but that's DC. Oh, what's his name, mate? Why can't I remember his name?
Lizard. Talk about Lizard.
Lizard, yeah, Lizard, mate. Fucking Lizard.
Yeah, so list
Boomerang. I don't know. There's fucking loads, isn't there? Shocker. Fucking.
I've got a list of. I've got 16 on my list. I've got Green Goblin, Chameleon, Lizard, Doctor, Electro, Vulture, Mr. Negative, Mysterio, Venom, Sandman, Kraven, Kingpin, Scorpion, Carnage. That's what. But what's your favourite from Spider-Man?
Favourite villain from Spider-Man?
Yeah.
My favourite villain from comic book Spider-Man is Venom.
Yeah.
I say Venom, however, one of my favourite comic runs is Superior Spider-Man. And that's when Doc Ock puts his mind into the body of Peter Parker and he becomes like a superior Spider-Man. And then it's so sick, mate, because then he's like, he learns like Peter Parker and Spider-Man all this time has been pulling his punches, like hasn't been going full force when he's fighting him and all that sort of stuff. Like, it's a really good comic run, that is. It's like one of my favourite ones. Plus, the suit looks sick. And the first issue I've got, which is upstairs, I won't get it, but the cover art's so sick and it's got like a tribute to Stan Lee. Like, it's when he was born, cool. Obviously when he died at the top, like in tribute to him. And I love it, mate. I want to get it framed. It's so cool. But yeah, it's probably Venom in the comics. I'm trying to think live action wise. It's probably a bit difficult really to say because we've not had all of the ones we really want yet, to be honest. But it's probably Green Goblin or even Doc. Yeah. To be fair, it's probably got to be Doc Ock, mate, because I think his story arc from the original, obviously Raimi movie, all the way to No Way Home, where then like he fixes the chip in his mind that's making him like crazy. Going through that story arc, I think was like really cool.
I think with Spider-Man, it started for me with Amazing Spider-Man, which is the old animation, and he had like it was Spider-Man, Iceman, and Firestar, all that teaming up, and obviously Green Goblin was like one of the main baddies. But also in that you got like you got Kraven, who was first introduced. That's why when the Kraven film out, I had really high. But obviously it was a disappointment the film was. So I think for me, Green Goblin is like the main character, and in the films with William Dafoe playing him, mate, his face looks like a goblin, so it was literally the
Yeah,
perfect
he's so
character to
sick,
play.
wasn't he?
Yeah, but for me, yeah, it's Green Goblin from the original animated.
What the
I've not really read much of the
Spider-Man
comics.
animated series?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was one of the sickest ones,
I
mate. That was when we were like
think it
proper
came out
kiddos.
the 90s, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was like I think it was literally like 94 or something, 95 maybe.
yeah,
It came out a long time ago. But it was so cool, mate. Like
yeah.
just most of the stuff was cool back then, like the opening themes and stuff like that. Because even that had Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, like it had all these like cool characters. Although to be fair, Spider-Man's big villain is probably J. Jonah Jameson, mate. To be fair.
Oh yeah.
He hates
Someone gets Spider-Man. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, yeah, cool little list. Let us know in the comments favorite. There's loads to choose from. But yeah, I
There's
think
loads of
Mr.
great
Negative
ones
is
as well. It
in
depends
the
on.
game, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Mr. Negative. I've got a feeling he might be in the new movie when that comes out. You know.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. We'll wait and see, won't we? We'll have to wait and see.
But Kingpin's on that list, mate. Kingpin, quality
Kingpin,
bad guy,
big man, big man.
big boy.
I really
Don't mess
like.
around, you know.
I do like Mysterio. Like I like the idea of Mysterio. I think the Spider-Man Far From Home movie ruined Mysterio's character. Like
Yeah.
it weren't what I would have wanted him to be. But
Did you ever,
it's
back in
still
the
cool.
day, in the cereal box, did you ever get them? So you had like, I can't remember what cereals it was, but I remember collecting it. It had like Chameleon, Rhino, Green Goblin. Like just these little cool little figures about.
Mate, you can remember
I used to
I
collect
remember
them
you used to get
loads.
stuff in
Mate,
cereal
so
all the
good.
time, mate. You used to get your hand straight in
Yeah.
there as soon as you open the cereal box, try and find your toy.
Yeah, you just chuck the bag in like cereal. Just look, where's that toy? And like with Rice Krispies, you just get them little like thing you put a pen in.
Yeah. You used to get loads of sick toys back in the day, didn't we?
Pop. Yeah. But that the Spider-Man figures were quite memorable. I was like mad at collecting them. But you got like Doc Ock, the usual classics.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool, mate. Good little memory. Shall we talk about that?
We could talk about Fantastic Four First Steps.
And there's going to be spoilers, I believe, in this.
Yeah, spoiler warning. If you've not watched it, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for sticking around. See you in the next one, because this will be the last thing we talk about.
Yeah.
Godspeed, peace and prosperity, all that sort of stuff. Have a good weekend, blah, blah, blah. But yes, if you have watched it and you want to know what our thoughts are, stick around. It's only going to be a few minute chat. We're not going to go in depth into it like we did with Superman. Superman was a bit of a special project for myself and for Martin as well. And obviously that meant a hell of a lot more to us than what Fantastic Four does. Not that I'm saying it's a shit movie or bad or anything. I just mean like that is the start of something bigger, and it's going to be the start of a universe. This is already a well-developed universe, so it's just an MCU movie essentially. But yeah, I want to start off with a couple of good things I really enjoyed about this movie. First thing was the set design and the world being like a futuristic 60s. I thought was really good. The theme, like the music was I thought was really good. And the CGI was good for a Marvel project in recent times. And another thing I really liked was the cast. A lot of negativity around the cast in terms of people being unsure. But obviously the thing's just a thing. It's just a voice essentially. And Johnny and Sue Storm, both really, really well. Pedro Pascal got hiccups apparently. Did a very good job. And I thought the cast, like their chemistry together, was really, really good. What about yourself?
Yeah, same. I thought the strongest point of the film was the cast. Like through the film, obviously, as it all developed, obviously their strength bond, like their characters bond, like strengthened, and like don't sound like Dominic Toretto, but that was all about family, wasn't it? and they would do anything for the family because they've been through all these trials together. They've been saving the world together for so long. And obviously, it keeps strengthening, which I thought was really good. But like I say, the music was great. It seemed to flow. I think the film was about
2 hours
40 minutes.
I think it's like just
Yeah, with
basically,
credits,
including credits,
yeah.
like 2 hours in it, sort of thing.
For me, it was like 2.5 hours because I watched it to the final bit of the credits. So there's no point really, but
No.
yeah. I mean, I was told before, like the after credit scene was. So everyone started walking out. I was like, "Nah, that's happened. See what's that?"
Yeah.
No, it's
Just random.
crap.
Don't need it. Yeah, it's not necessary. It's not like your normal credit scene, which we got mid-credit scene. But yeah, we watched it this weekend.
I really enjoyed it.
We've had a bit of a quick chat about it, haven't we? But I think it's a good intro to obviously what is Marvel's first family in Fantastic Four. I don't think it doesn't try too hard to like be overly flashy or anything like that. It just focuses on. I think a lot of people who are new to the characters, it's a good way to introduce them to said characters. It just gives us the basic of who they are, how they got the powers, what the powers are, how they work as a team. Because we get like a little bit of an opening credit scene of like a newscast, and they're the heroes. Obviously, the world loves them, and you just get them to go through different missions, showing off their effects of like their abilities, that sort of stuff. Which I thought was, as I say, like a really good introduction to it. The tone of the movie is quite light. It's quite respectful to the source material in some aspects. It's not really reinventing the wheel for me though. Like it is basically it's what you expect from Final Fantasy, Fantastic Four.
Okay, Final Fantasy.
It's what you expect from Fantastic Four, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think the problem with Fantastic Four is we've had two of the original movies. We had Fanforstic or whatever it was called. That's what it was called, wasn't it? The thing, the 2015 shitstorm one, and I think the problem is that the original ones, they did Galactus, they did Silver Surfer, they did Doom back then. I know Grant, he's probably listening to this. He thought the movie was meh. I think his big from chatting to him earlier on the Discord, which you need to get onto and join. I think his biggest problem was that they didn't have Doom introduced as the big bad in this movie. I had to disagree with him because I don't think it would make sense to put Doom in this movie when you've already got him for two big Avengers movies coming up. I thought they'd have just overused him straight away. I'm seeing this in like it's not on the same level as Thor Ragnarok. I don't care if people negatively think about Thor Ragnarok. It's one of my favourite movies. It shits all over this. I'm sorry. But Thor Ragnarok goes into Infinity War, which then goes directly into Endgame. And I'm seeing this as a Thor Ragnarok movie. You watch this to go straight into Doomsday, which will then likely go into Secret Wars. I think that's what this movie is. Yeah. I think, it might as a standalone now not be as strong as it will be on a rewatch after you've watched Doomsday. So I think you've got to sort of, I'm trying to look at it in an open mind and think it's going to be better on a rewatch after December next year when Doomsday's come out. We've had obviously what's happened with Doomsday and all that sort of stuff. So I can understand Doom only being in the credit scene and all that sort of stuff happening. Now, it's nothing groundbreaking in this movie. Quite predictable moments, but definitely a lot of fun moments. And like I said, it's a nice jump on point. And it saves you like looking and diving into decades of comics because Fantastic Four's been around forever, mate. Like it's a quick refresher of who they are. And a couple of my issues though with the movie. My biggest issue really, to me, was Ben. I don't think he got enough time. I don't think he was utilised enough. There was a part where he's like talking to this teacher woman, and like I feel like it's part of them saying like, "Oh, don't worry, like he's not sort of like because of his appearance, people still respect him, people still know he's a hero, that sort of thing." But it was almost like there was going to start like a love interest. Maybe there was more scenes of her because she's a big actress. The woman who like She was in Orange is the New Black. Loads. She's been in American Pie. She's been in loads of stuff.
Yeah, she's American Pie.
I feel like maybe she had more scenes with Ben and they cut those scenes. I'm not too sure, but I do feel like he did feel underutilized. Also, just let him say fucking clobbering time, mate. Like, just let him say it, mate. Why listen about it? Yeah, he's forced to do it, mate. And Galactus, I thought Galactus was a little bit random. When you first introduced to Galactus in the film, like, he's quite frightening, isn't he? Like, he's terrifying.
Yeah.
So I think most of my issues with this film are towards the back end of the movie. The first lead up to the Galactus and the space sequence. I'll get to that in a minute because that space sequence, like, mad respect for that. I hope we get to see Galactus again. If we don't see Galactus again, then they've wasted him, in my opinion. I don't think we had enough of him. When he came to Earth, he was like a really daunting character. Like, you saw just his eyes, that sort of thing. And you thought, oh, like, this is a scary guy. But as soon as he came to Earth, he didn't seem that scary anymore. For some reason, he didn't seem as big. I know he was big, but he didn't seem so. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, with all the stuff with Sue pushing him for about 10 minutes straight, just went on for way too long, I thought. But, again, I want to get on some more good stuff. And I'll get onto the best part of the movie soon, which is just Johnny Storm in general. But there's a scene, all the space sequence when they see Galactus and they're getting away, and Shalabal's chasing them. Shalabal reaching in to try and grab, like reaching into Sue's stomach to almost grab the baby out of the stomach, and then they're flying off. And I liked the way they was utilising Reed's powers in the ship. So Reed's trying to do everything, stretch into different control panels. Like the way they got the characters, I thought were bang on. Like, they really did do the characters justice, and they really did do the characters well. No one could knock that. They really can't. I don't care how negative you want to be about this movie. They got those characters down. They did a really, really good job, I think, with the powers. Johnny Storm, especially, when he turned, obviously, flame on, mate, he looked sick. Yeah. Like, he was bang on every single time. He was really good, on point. Shalabal, her CGI, everything was fantastic about her. The space part where she's like surfing through space on all like the like space dust near the black hole and stuff, like she was actually surfing, was so sick, mate. It was one of the best sequences in the movie. That was like, it was very, very well done, wasn't it? Like, very, very well done.
What do you reckon to her backstory? Like, the whole backstory with her?
Yeah, backstory is fine. Obviously,
Jennifer Garner, isn't it? Jennifer.
Julia. Is it Julia?
No, Julia Garner. Yeah, Julia Garner. Yeah. She was out of Ozark.
Yeah, I thought the backstory was fine. She's obviously sacrificed herself to protect her world, to help Galactus go to these other worlds, which you could sort of understand. One thing I would not have done is tell the world that Galactus only wanted our baby, and if I gave him the baby, it would have saved the entire planet. Reed Richards, mate, shut your mouth. What are you doing? Why would you say that? Obviously, the world's going to hate you, mate, and they're going to want you to give your baby up. Like, just don't say it. Do you know what I mean? Just don't say anything.
That's a secret you need to keep to yourself.
Yeah, literally, don't mention it. Not at all.
But yeah, Johnny Storm in this film, though, is, I think, one of the best characters in it, to be honest.
He's totally stole the show for me.
Fire. He sucks up the fire. That was sick.
Yeah, Pezza loves that bit and all. Pezza's massive. Yeah. But yeah, he's easily the best character in this, I think. I feel like he gets one of the better arcs. But what I did like about him on this one is that previous reiterations of Johnny Storm make him look stupid. But they're astronauts, mate. Like, they're the world's best astronauts.
Yeah.
Like, they're not stupid. Like, just because Reed Richards is the smartest man in the world does not mean that Ben and Johnny are stupid. They are smart. He literally deciphers a whole alien language just so he can speak to Shalabal. Like, ultimate Rizzler, mate. Like, absolute Rizzlord. Like, every scene that he was in where he's chasing Shalabal, like, was really, really good to see. The CGI was very good on those. There's certain parts as well, like him tell Franklin like his uncle loves him, and then Shalabal coming in to steal his thunder was like, you knew something like that was going to happen. However, the memes I've seen online, It's not Silver Surfer that comes in. It's Dominic Toretto, mate, to save the family in his charge, knocking Galactus through the portal.
I thought you say Thomas Tank Engine, then, mate.
No, he's like family. Toretto's like that with his charger, isn't he, mate? Straight from it.
Yeah.
But I did like the fact that he's not just like your classic comic relief character like Chris Evans was back in the day. He's got more depth and a lot more heart than any previous version of his character, I feel like. And they've really done him justice. And Joseph Quinn did a fantastic job. He's by far my favourite character in this. One of the things I was thinking is, at the end, they teleport Galactus away to a different universe. Like hundreds of millions, whatever, away. I wonder if Galactus is closer to main MCU Earth now, maybe? I wonder if they've teleported him there and we might see Galactus again. Because I don't think we've got enough for Galactus. But again, the best scenes...
It's Earth 800, wasn't it?
Their Earth's weird, isn't it? But I mean, like the main MCU Earth.
Yeah. I think it's like 828 or something like that. I
think if we don't see him again, I really do think they've underutilized him and they've kind of ruined it.
I think they will do. I'm talking of Galactus, like his voice.
Sick actor.
Edison. Yeah, so he was in English Office, he was in Lord of the Rings, sorry, not Game of Thrones. He was the voice in Final Fantasy 16. He was the voice of Galactus. He's a quality actor, mate.
He's a great actor, mate. He's a great actor.
He's in everything, to be honest.
They made Galactus look so sick, mate. Like, they did a really, really fantastic job of his costume design. Everything about the way the film looked. I've got no qualms with the way the film looked at all. The suits, mate. Johnny Storm, when he says, "Oh, these new astronaut suits are sick, mate." Like, they really were. Like, the costumes were awesome, mate. They were really, really good. And it's nice to have that sort of more comic accurate sort of like suits again. Like, even with Galactus, like, obviously the original Fantastic Four movies, they made Galactus a cloud. Like, it was so stupid, mate. They made him he looks like a comic book villain. Like, he looked so good. Like, really, really good.
Is it in one of the other Fantastic Fours?
What, Big Galactus?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a storm. He's a cloud, isn't he? And like, fucking Rise of the Silver Surfer. He literally is a cloud, mate. That's literally all he is, basically.
It's like a Mario cloud, isn't it?
One of the other reasons, the problem is, like Grant saying, like, with the Doom stuff, I don't think it'd have worked. It would have been too much doing all of it. Because you got to think of the old movies. They tried to do the exact same thing. And I don't think it makes sense for an origin story like this. This is them introducing Doom as their big bad, as their arch nemesis, as their ultimate villain. Like, this is the path that's led them to Doom being their ultimate villain. The Doomsday is ultimately going to probably be almost a Fantastic Four 2 with extras, if that makes sense. Because we're going to have, obviously, it's an Avengers movie, but it's going to be because of Fantastic Four, then it becomes an Avengers movie. So I think once that Doomsday's out, I think you might rate this much higher. Like, Perry's got this at a 9 out of 10. Fucking bloke's insane, mate. Like, you're mental. You're fucking mad, mate. 9 out of 10, bro. You're telling me that this is as good as Infinity War. You're telling me that this is as good as Endgame. You're chatting shit, mate. Like, not a chance, bro. Like, I've got this at probably a 7.5. I've been thinking about it all day today, mate. Because I've seen Captain America. Grant really likes that. Sorry, Grant, mate, but Captain America's dog shit. Like, it's irrelevant. It really is, mate.
I've not seen it.
You can delete. It's not dog shit. The thing is, it's a good movie with no context. Like, you don't need that movie. Like, you can delete that movie. All the stuff. The best thing about that movie that would have made that movie good is Red Hulk. If he was a secret, he became Red Hulk for like 5 minutes, and then he's never going to be Red Hulk ever again. It's just pointless. There was no need for it. You can delete that movie from history, and it wouldn't make any sense. Same with Eternals. We spoke about Eternals on Dizzy. It doesn't mean anything. Like, MCU, the Marvel shot themselves in the foot when all that Jonathan Majors stuff happened, and they quickly sacked him off and just cancelled all the Kang stuff. They should have if you didn't want Jonathan Majors, just get a different actor that look. Plenty of people that look like Jonathan Majors or similar to Jonathan Majors that could have filled that role and done just a good enough job to continue the Kang stuff. So we've got a massive line of movies and shows now related to the Kang stuff that essentially are irrelevant. They don't mean anything. And I think the problem is that Marvel are trying to like rush backtrack stuff now to try and introduce the new stuff. So it's like we're getting all these movies. Thunderbolts, I'd argue, really, Thunderbolts objectively is probably a better movie than Fantastic Four. Really, in the grand scheme of it, in terms of how it's structured, everything about it's on par with it. I'd equally say that they're better, but I can't sit here and say that Brave New World's a good movie. Like it's not even in top 15, probably not even top 20 Marvel movies for me, MCU movies. Fantastic Four is not nowhere near top 10. That's not touching top 10, mate.
I remember back in the day, with like Captain America, when they changed Terrence Howard to Don Cheadle. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, Falcon, mate. I think the best part of the Captain America movie was the new guy who's going to be who's the new Falcon. He was funny in it. Like, he did a good job. I liked him. It's a good movie, mate. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to sit here and say don't watch it. It's the worst movie ever. It's a fun action movie. Like, really is. But when you're comparing it to like I was saying, when you compare it to films like Iron Man 1, or you compare it to like, for me, Ragnarok, or you compare it to Civil War.
Ragnarok's one of the best for me.
Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy. There's so many. Even Ant-Man 1. Ant-Man 1's a really good movie. Like, there's so many really good Marvel projects out there that it needs to be sort of like on the same standard as those. And I do feel like now we've just got to wait. So all these movies that are coming out are like 7s, 7 out of 10s, 7.5 out of 10s, 6.5 out of 10s. We're not getting any 8, 8.5, 9 out of 10 movies yet. And I do realise I'm not thick enough to think it's never going to happen again. It's just because there's no build-up for it. This is the build-up for it. We've now just got to be patient. We've got to wait for Spider-Man. We've got to wait for Doomsday. We've got to wait for Secret War. Once all these projects come out and they all link together, and then you watch Thunderbolts, and then you watch First Steps, and you watch all these movies then together, once there's a bit more of a storyline built, I feel like you'll probably appreciate them a lot more than what you do now. But shall we discuss? Have you seen Thunderbolts?
Not yet.
Well, I'm going to spoil it for you. The end credit scene of Thunderbolts
there you go.
is Fantastic Four. So the Fantastic Four ship flies in. You see the Fantastic Four ship, and that's it. That's the credit scene. Like, they reference in that there's a war in space. Like, this stuff happening in space in the Thunderbolts movie. So the Thunderbolts movie is probably set after the Fantastic Four movie in terms of like timeline.
Yeah.
And it's a different ship to what the Fantastic Four were flying in the movie. Now, I don't know if that's because they decided to change the design. I don't know. Some people are speculating that it's either a different Fantastic Four universe, which I doubt that, because we've just got these new characters. But people are saying that they think it could be Doom with Franklin in that ship. Obviously, we'll have to find out and wait. But
we have got a lot of films and stuff coming out.
We've got Daredevil.
New Spider-Man. Looking forward to that. We've got Punisher, like one-off episode.
Yeah, Punisher's going to be a one-off. That's not going to be related to anything that happens.
It's not going to be related to it, but
it's still going to
look forward to it.
Yeah, it's still going to be good.
Do you reckon Daredevil will show up in the Avengers?
I don't know.
Will they bring him in?
It's hard to say because I need to watch Spider-Man before I start assessing my decisions, mate. There's too many projects prior to that happening for me to really think. I do think we might see him in Spider-Man Brand New Day. I don't know. I don't think we'll see Spider-Man in Daredevil, but I think we'll probably see reference to either Spider-Man or something that's happening at the time. Maybe a villain or a couple of villains maybe around what's happening on Brand New Day, something like that. I'm not sure. There's a lot to be looking forward to. I enjoyed Fantastic Four. I did think it was a good movie. It's a good superhero movie. And yeah,
I
Marvel
enjoyed it.
they're on the right track. Is all I can say. They're on the right track to make better movies, and we're getting there again, mate. Slowly but surely. Because I got to think, like even back in the day, mate, Iron Man 3 is a bit dodgy. Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Quantumania stuff's dodgy. Like Thor, Dark World, awful, mate. Like we've got so many projects that aren't really that good earlier on. So like I've been trying to think about stuff like and assessing like I'm all right me saying, oh, I want films to be like this again, but we did get bad films back then. It's just we did get less bad films. Like we're getting more bad films than we are good films at the moment in terms of the MCU anyway.
Yeah,
Overall,
Thor
it's a decent
Ragnarok.
movie.
Thor Ragnarok, as you were saying earlier, mate, that is top tier.
Yeah.
Again, who directed that one?
Which one?
Thor Ragnarok. Who did that again?
All right,
It's James Gunn, mate.
sick film, mate. Sick
It's
film,
James
mate.
Gunn, wasn't
No, it's
Yeah,
not. It's Taika. That's Taika Waititi
Oh,
anyway, isn't
sorry,
it?
yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah, and then he fucking for some reason butchered Love and Thunder. What do you mean?
I'm
You've
thinking
made the
thing.
best four. He made the best Thor movie and the worst Thor movie, arguably.
It was the Guardians of the Galaxy, wasn't it, James Gunn?
James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah,
Yeah, classic, mate.
he had some. Obviously, he was involved in writing for like Infinity War and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
But mate, I fucking love it. Right, what's your top 5 MCU movies?
Now you're asking.
You reckon you can
Ragnarok's
get them off the top of your? Tell you what, is there a MCU movie blind rank? We'll try and do it this way.
Go
Trying to take me to TikTok. It's not going to happen, mate.
I'll do a blind rank, but then after you tell me your top without blind ranking.
You wanted me to tell you mine now without blind ranking?
Without blind
MCU
ranking.
movies. Number 1 is probably Thor: Dark World. Number 2.
Sure.
Um,
do you want
so
that in, or do you want to take it back?
it's difficult to find your top 5. To be fair, mate, isn't it? So I'm going to go. This will probably trigger. If we had more fans and we had more people that viewed, mate, this would trigger a lot of people. I think my list will. But number 5, I'm going to go Winter Soldier. I'm going to go. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go.
Avengers got to be in there, mate. Come on.
Ragnarok. No, I'm not. I'm going to go. Oh, I'm going to go Endgame. And then I'm going to go Ragnarok. Then Infinity War, because they're like one big movie they are, mate. I love the fact that Thor Ragnarok goes straight into that. And then my number 1 is No Way Home, mate, I think. Mate, Spider-Man No Way Home.
When they'll come into it, anything else.
Oh, mate, honestly, I don't care what anyone says about any other movie ever. It's got like
Garfield comes back and Tobey Maguire, mate.
We've got 3 Spider-Men in it. And don't even get me started on the fact Garfield's wearing fucking the TASM 2 suit, mate, the best Spider-Man suit ever to like erase our existence in live action, mate. Like that movie will always be. I don't care fan service. I don't care what people say. It's nostalgia, whatever you want. It's fucking amazing, mate. I love that movie. Like I love it with all my fucking heart.
Can you remember the reactions in the cinema when I was like,
sick, mate.
That,
it's sick, mate.
That cinema was erupting, mate.
I was one of them. I was in the cinema going, that's fucking.
Yeah.
That's Andy G. That's Andy G. That's Andy G. That's fucking Andy G.
When I thought it opens, you seen that turn around, didn't you?
I mean, I went to watch that movie like 5 times. Me and Blake went dressed as Spider-Man for one of the showings, mate. It was sick. That'll always be my thingy. But then again, the thing is, I fucking love Civil War. I love Winter Soldier. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I like Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I think Guardians of the Galaxy 2 might be the worst one out of the 3, but I still enjoyed it. It's still a good film. Iron Man 1, sick as fuck.
Oh, then, question for you. Top 5 Avengers.
Top 5 Avengers movies?
No, Avengers.
Just Avengers, what, heroes?
Yeah.
In the MCU?
Yes.
Right, let's go MCU, not comic book. Top 5.
I know what your
Um,
number one is, mate. Come
number one, Spider-Man all day long, mate.
on.
It'll always be Spider-Man. Oh, mate. Arguably, I could easily go number one, Spider-Man. No, I'm going to go from 5.
We
Number
already know what number one is,
5.
yeah.
It's not what I'm going to pick. It's what order I'm picking them. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Got him. I've got him. I've got him, everybody.
I'm going to go from number 1. Number 1, Spider-Man.
No, I thought it was going from number 5.
No. I think it might be easier doing it this way.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm trying to base it on movies. But then again, I might say Thor, you know. I love Chris Hemsworth as Thor, though. He's just sick as Thor, isn't he?
Yeah.
Plus, his entrances are always so sick. The part on the bridge in Ragnarok, where he comes down on the bridge, or the part in Infinity War, isn't it, where he's in Wakanda and he comes landing down, mate. Is that Infinity War or is that Endgame, actually? No, it's Infinity War, isn't it? Because that's where they fight and he snaps his fingers, doesn't he, and murks off half the world. And then I'm going to say Iron Man. And then I'm going to say Captain America. Who am I missing? I'm not bothered about Mark Ruffalo as Hulk. That's my biggest problem.
I think Hawkeye for me is like
Hawkeye's pretty sick, but again, he's just a bit underutilized, isn't he? I'm going to say Hulk, just because Hulk in Ragnarok's fucking sick as fuck.
What about comic book?
Spider-Man.
I think with my list, judging from the films, I think it was Spider-Man then Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man. I think, to be fair, Iron Man could easily be up there.
I just think
they're all they're all good. Like they all do such a good job, in my opinion. Like they all do a really, really good job, don't they?
Even Black Widow and that. Like, for me, Hawkeye was sick as well.
They are good, mate. Because like Wanda, I wouldn't really count her as one necessarily, but she's OP as fuck.
I don't like Vision.
Ant-Man, he's funny. He's a cool character. I do like him. But yeah, it's got to be. It's 100%. Everyone's at least got in their top 4: Spider-Man, Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. 100%. But it's who else you pick, innit?
Yeah.
Hard choice, mate. Hard choice.
Yeah, like you say, thinking about the characters, mate, like it is a hard.
Let's have a look.
You're not looking for notes. You're not looking for ideas, are you, of your top 5?
No.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't think you really count Spider-Man as an Avenger in the comics necessarily. To be fair though, Boseman as Black Panther was fucking sick, wasn't he?
Yeah. R.I.P.
Goated, mate. Goated. Oh, Doctor Strange, bro. I forgot about Doctor Strange. Benedict fucking Cucumber Patch or whatever his name is.
That's the name. You got it bang on.
Legend in the making, mate. Legend in the making. But anyway, we've been rambling for a bit now. I think nearly like 2 hours in, bro. 1 hour and 48 minutes at the moment. But yeah,
I want to. You want to come into though? I want Blade, mate.
Blade.
Been
pushed back, mate. I saw something about that they've postponed Blade for someone else at the moment because obviously the script and that's fucked. The director left. There's no script. Like it's all gone tits up, hasn't it? I don't know how they've ruined such a loved character without even starting.
Yeah, it's stupid, isn't it? Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments. Leave like. Drop us a follow if you're not following already. Click that bell icon. And we've got 2 things to say to you. Well, 3. First one is have a good weekend. Godspeed. And
Peace and prosperity.
And
Appreciate you all.
everybody.
Do the bits. Ding the bell. Hit the subscribe, like. Drop a little cheeky comment. Even if it's just kisses and hugs, mate. A couple of XOs. It doesn't matter, mate. Helps the algorithm. Get on it. Do it for us. And we love you. And we shall catch you in the next one.
Peace out.
Peace.
Bye.